the Minister of Finance, with his usual arrogance, stated the HSF is not, as some believe, a trophy to be kept on the shelf and never to be touched. One of the minister's many economic advisors should have told him, since he's new at this whole managing an economy job, the HSF does have a stabilization objective to cushion the impact on the budget of unexpected drops in energy prices. However, the HSF also has a more important heritage objective to accumulate savings over time for future generations. We must only touch the HSF to give it to our children and our children's children. The Minister of Finance indicated he will dip into the HSF using close to $1.5 billion to help plug the fiscal gap this and next year. In other words, the Rowley PNM administration will be the first government to access the HSF since it was created as the Interim Revenue and Stabilization Fund some 16 years ago by the Pandey UNC administration. At that time, oil prices were much lower than they were now at US $9 a barrel. But the Pandey UNC government still had the fiscal discipline to save some of our energy wealth. Both the successive Manning PNM administration and the People's Partnership government were prudent enough to never touch the HSF, even though the conditions existed legally in 2009 and in 2014 to do so. It took 6 years for the HSF to build up a balance of $1.5 billion. The Rowley PNM government plans to consume this amount from the HSF in just 2 years. Think about that for a moment. This government wants to use almost 30% of our national savings in just 2 years. While the conditions now exist legally to access the HSF, borrowing from the HSF must be a last resort, not a first resort measure. Borrowing from the HSF must take place after significant expenditure cuts have been made and all financing options have been exhausted. This has not happened. Even with a revised projected expenditure of $59 billion, the Rowley PNM government is still running the third largest budget ever, and they have not even tapped, much less exhausted, their financing options.